Hi everyone, I'm Carter Coleman.
And I'm Tracy Coleman, and we are a mother and daughter duo that is passionate about bringing delicious recipes to you that will always be free of 5 ingredients. We will always be free of gluten, dairy, soy, dyes, and seed oils.
Today we're going to be making raspberry thumbprint cookies, which is a recipe inspired by Elena Gordon. To start, we're going to be making the raspberry jam over on the stove.
Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our raspberry jam. So you're just gonna need to have a pot, have it over low heat, and then you're gonna put your raspberries in the pot for about 5 minutes until they kind of start to burst and all the juices are being released. So now we're gonna add our chia seeds. And with each recipe we share, we're gonna choose like one ingredient to share the many health benefits. So today's star ingredient is chia seeds. And chia seeds are just amazing for so many things, but the top 3, they help to regulate blood sugar. They're excellent for heart health and for digestion supports. And now I'm just adding our vanilla extract and our honey, which of course is raw and unfiltered. We're just gonna add that and give it a stir. We'll stir it up. Okay, now we're gonna put the raspberry jam in the fridge to let it chill and thicken, and we're gonna get started on our cookies.
Okay, to make the cookies, we're going to be adding the dry ingredients into one bowl. So here we have the almond flour, the salt, and the baking soda.
All right, and I'm gonna do the wet, which is our coconut oil and our almond and vanilla extract and the honey. And then we're gonna add 1 egg. So I do wanna point out that the egg was not in the initial recipe, but when Carter and I had trialed it the first time, we found that it was kind of hard for the cookies to stay together, probably because of the gluten-free flour. So we added an egg, and we found it worked better. But you can make it with or without the egg if that's helpful.
Next, we're just going to combine the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients to make a dough. Okay, so now that a nice dough has formed, it's like a normal consistency of a good cookie dough, you're going to take just a normal like bite-sized amount. Sometimes we like to use an ice cream scoop if you want to help get a proper measurement, but you're just going to take a ball and roll it in between your 2 hands, nice and gentle. And it doesn't have to be perfect because they're going to bake out flat anyways. And then you can just put it in the lined baking sheet with parchment paper and take your thumb and just press a nice little indent into the middle to get a good start, and that is where your raspberry jam is going to go after they're baked out. Okay, now that our cookies are nice and thumbprinted, we're going to go put them in the oven at 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, now after they've cooked for 10 minutes on 350, we're gonna take the cookies out of the oven. And we're gonna put them, let's get them over. And we are going to re-thumbprint them just to kind of reinforce the groove where the raspberry jam is gonna go. So I'm just using my thumb to give it a final poke.
Okay, so all of the cookies have come out of the oven and we've just put them on this wooden cutting board. And we are just going to take our raspberry jam that we got out of the fridge and just take a nice little spoonful and put it inside the center of each one. And then we'll repeat with all the cookies until they all look nice and pretty.
All right, so as we wrap these raspberry thumbprint cookies up, I just want to share, how we use these. We use these as like a healthy-ish breakfast cookie. Carter and I love them. But I also wanted to, if you wanted to elevate them, Carter and I are actually planning a brunch, and we thought about just having the cookies out for people to grab, and then they could kind of do their own. They could add their raspberries, their slivered almonds, their coconut shreds, almost just like a sundae bar, but it would be like a raspberry cookie bar.
Okay, ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
10 out of 10 every single time.